Tonight, as you can see, taking a ride on the Silver Bullet. Coors Light. I've never really been a fan myself, but it's been a while since I've tried it. It was one of my dad's favorites for some reason.
I honestly can't remember ever trying one.
Tonight's the night. Introduced in 1978 by the Coors Brewing Company of Golden, Colorado, with a 4.2 ABV. In 2005, now mind you, won silver medal at the Great American Beer Fest. The Silver Bullet won the silver medal.
You know,
well then,
I've got to say, I always figured if I rode a Silver Bullet, it'd be going at least 900 foot a second. So this is a little off for me, but
yeah, brewed with Colorado's spring water, so and cold filtered, so they filter it just enough to get out the mountain goat piss. Has just enough mountain goat piss to pass by government standards. So let's give her a shot.
What do you say we crack open these aluminum Rocky Mountain oysters and see what we got?
Oh, let's give her a shot, yeah. Don't get a lot of head from it, this. Typical American lager color. It's maybe a little bit darker than some. Right proper color of urine.
If you're hydrated.
Yeah. Oh, did you get it all in there? The 16-ounce cans, yeah.
It smells like something else we've tried.
Hmm.
Can't put my finger on it.
Don't have a whole lot of scent to it, but it's a light beer though, so doesn't smell overly strong or anything.
Well, here's to hoping this doesn't kill the Rockies for me.
Right? A little more carbonation than what I generally like, but definitely better than what I remember it.
Honestly, not bad.
No, not bad at all.
Never been much of a Coors in general fan, but this not bad at all.
I've never tried the actual original Coors, which, well, I'm sure we will. I only tried this, and I remember it having more bitterness to it. This one really isn't bad.
I gotta say, I'm kind of impressed, actually. I mean,
I am too. It's a pretty good drinking beer, really.
I really wasn't expecting much.
No.
Most anything you get in a 16-ounce resealable can from a gas station, I mean, your prospects are dubious at best.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not bad. I'd probably, I don't know if it'd be a go-to or anything, but if it's this or Bud, I'd go for a Coors.
Oh, absolutely. If just about anything other than a Beck's or a Budweiser, I'd go for.
Yeah. And maybe it is the Colorado spring water that does the trick, but it does. It's refreshing.
And one of our favorite beers comes from the land of sky blue waters, so.
Originally, yeah.
Maybe it's the placebo effect.
It could be, yeah. But yeah, I kind of like it.
Doesn't have that grab you by the gonads bitter aftertaste to it.
No, which is what I was expecting, because as I said, last time I drank this, I mean, it's been years ago, but I remember having a bitterness, but maybe compared to some of the other stuff we've tried, this was pretty goddamn good.
After the last two Anheuser-Busch products we've tried,
Yeah.
Beck's and what was that? Prohibition.
No, Budweiser Prohibition. Yeah. No.
Wow.
No.
Those two were absolutely god awful. I mean, dang.
Yeah. This was not good. Yeah, this one. I'll drink it. Yeah.
It's obviously not naturally carbonated.
Yeah.
It's got that CO2 bite to it that you get from soda pop and shit like that. You can tell that it's been run through and infused with CO2 to cause the carbonation, but I mean, that's really not
really a surprise.
Well, it's not a surprise, and it's not a, oh, well, fuck this, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of to be expected with a lot of your mass-produced beers.
Yeah.
It's easier and honestly better for a consistent product standpoint.
Yeah, sure.
Now, I will say this one is really nothing special.
No.
It's easy to drink because there's not that bitterness and there's not heavy flavor, but there's not any heavy flavor. It's one of those, as soon as it leaves your mouth, there's really no aftertaste. There's no complexity to it. It's basically carbonated, watered down beer. I mean, it's
pretty much. I mean, it's
there's
it's
nothing
water.
here to it.
Except for the burps, you get the burps.
I think the burps from Dr. Pepper.
That is true. I mean, yeah, it's as far as beers go, it's not great. I mean, it's for a light beer, it's not bad.
I definitely take a Mick Ultra or a Mick Ultra Amber or Miller Lite over this, just because there's basically no flavor to this.
Yeah. It was like I was saying, I'm surprised at this because the last thing I remember trying it, it did have a bitterness to it that I didn't care for. So I don't.
It'd probably been skunked.
Could be. It might have been old. This one's still pretty fresh.
This seems more like something I would have enjoyed when I was 21 through a beer bong.
Oh, yeah. That's a beer bong beer right there.
There's nothing to it to turn your stomach or anything else. You know, all day long and be fine.
I mean, like I said, it's still not going to be my go-to, but if you want a nice change of pace once in a while, I might pick another one of these little cans up. You know?
It's definitely drinkable. It's definitely something that I would suggest for warmer weather.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't have the hardiness to it that kind of warms you up from the inside that you get from a lot of other beers.
No, it's simple.
That's not necessarily a bad thing, especially once again if you drink it, cold weather or warm weather, barbecues, out on the lake, yada
yada. Yeah. Woo, buddy.
Bonfire party for a beer bong.
Yeah. Does give you the belts, system. My God. That was like 3 or 4 good ones right in a row, man.
It's definitely heavily carbonated.
Yeah.
It could be the can as well, though.
That could be. I'm not really sure if they add extra carbonation for the canning or what, but
I know this is the second one we've done in those aluminum bottles.
yeah.
And both of them seem to be real burpy beers.
Yeah.
I believe the other one was Miller Lite.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember it being that burpy.
Not usually, but I don't know. For some reason, around here anyways, at the gas station we got these at, the only things they have in the little bottles like this are light beers. They don't have many full flavors, and once in a while they'll have regular Budweiser, but
It doesn't count.
yeah, it doesn't really count. For the most part, it's either this Miller Lite or Michelob Ultra.
Which is always my suggestion, especially considering we've only done the Mick Ultra Amber on the show.
Yeah.
We need to do regular Mick Ultra one of these days.
Yeah, we do. Well, I mean, Coors Light, the Silver Bullet, I can dig it. It's not great. It's nothing to write home about, but you want a good beer that you can get down quick and it's not gonna turn your stomach and be nice and refreshing. Coors Light's not bad.
I do remember from drinking Coors Light in the past that this does cause beer shits bad, though.
No, it doesn't surprise me at all. Like fighting for the bathroom and go, get out of my way!
Although that could be the fact that, it was usually a 12, 18, or 24 pack in a beer bong.
That is true. That's never a good thing. Whoever thought it was a good idea to break out a funnel and a tube for drinking beer was, I guess, kind of a genius, but also a sadistic fucker, because it's bad. It's bad. It's bad for you.
Honestly, I suppose it depends upon the moment, because right now I'd slap him in the fucking head and ask him what he's thinking. But there were many a time between 21 and 25, 26, that dude would have been my best friend in the world. I wouldn't have remembered it the next day. But
I can't say much because I've actually went out and bought the stuff and made beer bongs before.
I just went to the automotive department and got the one with the hose and the valve already on it.
Yeah, that's one of them I got. One with the hose and has the funnel that has the lid on it, so you can.
Yep.
Has the valve. I've done that.
And then once upon a time, Alex and I made one on a stand with 4 hoses and ball valves out of a 5-gallon Culligan jug.
Oh dear God.
That was bad. We never filled it, obviously. We could never afford that much beer.
Empty a keg one time.
Yeah, it was bad.
That just has bad idea written all over it.
I wish that was the worst thing we ever did with a Culligan jug.
Right? That's a different story, though. Aye, aye, aye. Yeah, I mean, Coors Light, it's all right.
Infinitely drinkable. Nothing to write home about.
No. It's a bar beer. It really is. It's one of those. You're at a bar on a Friday night. They have it on tap or something. They have it in bottles or cans. Perhaps you're not a fan of Budweiser like we're not. This is a decent option. If they don't have Miller Lite, that's a decent option.
Honestly, as a bar beer, I'd be kind of afraid of this one.
Why is that?
With how light this one is,
Mm-hmm.
this would be one that would be real easy to lose track of how much you drank until you're way beyond what you should get to at a bar.
That is true. That is true.
I mean, that's why I always liked, Corona or well, for the time being, Corona works well enough because by the time you get halfway through your second or third one, your freaking belly's full.
Yeah.
So you don't get trashed at the bar without realizing it.
And you get a whole bunch of people drunk at a bar, it's only going to lead to stupidity. I've hung out in enough bars that you have your fun drunks, you have your whiny drunks, and you have your drunks that go in there and try to pick fights with every goddamn buddy over any fucking thing. Usually a woman for some reason. He looked at my woman, I'll whoop your ass. Sit down, stupid.
I plead the fifth.
Mm-hmm. And I've always been one of those that just kind of sit at the bar and have my drink and watch all this stupidity unfold around me.
That's why the bar we used to hang out at refused to serve me 151.
Because no one should be drinking 151.
That only happened one time. They refused to serve it to me ever again.
Now, I have got sent home from that bar for being too drunk, but I showed up to the bar drunk. That was the last time I drank Jack Daniels. I got to the bar. I was not driving. I got to the bar drunk and got sent home. I haven't drank Jack Daniels since. Well, I take that back. I've had one shot of Jack Daniels since, and that was the day my dad funeral. Other than that, I haven't touched it.
Jack Daniels is bad. Bad.
Yeah. Whiskey in general is, I used to love it. That used to be my drink of choice, whiskey, and I just can't hang with it anymore. That's I can't deal with it.
Refined spirits in general.
Yeah. I don't recover from hangovers like I used to.
Anytime you start talking about proof rather than alcohol by volume, it's just an indication of bad things to come.
Yeah.
Anytime you hit that 25 to 30% alcohol by volume and above threshold, probably not a good idea.
Yeah. I will admit I do like rum. Rum is one of those things that, not necessarily spiced rum. Spiced rum has its place.
Caribbean rum.
Caribbean rum is good. Caribbean rum or some of the coconut flavored rum like Malibu or Sugar Island, which we do love, is one of those you can just drink neat. Pour it in a glass, drink that shit, or pour it over ice. That works good too.
Or Malibu and Mountain Dew is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
That's another one that you won't realize how trashed you are until you get up to go to the bathroom and don't have legs.
I've been there.
this fucker have been there together twice now.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, I can't say it's not funny because it is fun as shit, but it's not so good the next morning because you wake up thinking, "Oh my God, am I going to die?" Then you get to hoping you do die, and it doesn't happen. You just suffer throughout the day and feeling like you're going to vomit, but you can't, and your head just splitting. And
I haven't ever had that problem on those days anyway. The not being able to vomit. It's not being able to stop the motions of vomiting 45 minutes after every goddamn thing in my body's already out.
Anytime you try to eat, your stomach just goes.
I didn't even try to eat. Last time we did it, I dry heaved for like 4.5 fucking hours.
Not pleasant, no. But I digress.
Copious amounts of alcohol and caffeine is bad.
Born in the Rockies, established 1978. The Silver Bullet Coors Light. I like it.
I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to say yes. It's meh.
Yeah. It's a light beer. That's basically all you can really make of it. It's a light beer. It's a decent light beer.
You can definitely put enough of it down to get smashed if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, if that's what you're going for is to just get fucked up. So
yeah.
Ride the Silver Bullet, buddy.
Yeah, this is a forget who you are for a night beer. This isn't sit down and drink it because you enjoy beer.
No, this is kind of it's a bar beer. It's an introductory beer. It's not. It's one of those if you want to get someone started in beer, it might be a good place to get them started. But as far as beers with, fuller bodies and fuller flavors, and it's just not there.
We've tried a lot of things on here that I would get long before I get this.
Oh yeah. All right.
I mean, what's the point in drinking a beer if there's just nothing to?
It's kind of flavored water, but it's not bad. But I guess we'll give this one a closing and say, give her a shot if that's your thing.
Meh.
Yeah. And don't drink and drive. Or you can go to prison and become someone's bitch.